This is Trevor Sports, and now, match of the day now. Good evening. Well, how about we bring you some top-class Premier League football to round off your weekend. Match today has highlights from 2 games plus the round-up of everything else as the title race really starts to heat up. Of course, our main game today is the Manchester derby. We couldn't pick any other game, but this could be a game which really could have huge consequences for both sides' championship challenges. We'll have another chance to cross. Oh, it's Kyle Walker again! Oh, what a fine save by Henderson! At the bottom end of the table, West Bromwich Albion, buoyed by the new manager Sam Allardyce. Can he get one over Steve Bruce? Will Newcastle United fall into the relegation battle?
Chip forward and again Snodgrass is ringing the offside trap. He's got 2 in the middle, one of them's Dangana, who's knocked it over the bar.
And of course we'll bring you all the goals from all the 8 other games played today. We start at the events at the Etihad. Manchester United arrived with a 3-point advantage over Liverpool and a point advantage over Manchester City. So it all really was teetering on the top. Manchester City knew a win here today, well, it would bring them level with Manchester United. So a lot was on the line, and we sent Trevor Davis into the gantry to watch this one. A cold, brisk spring afternoon for a Manchester derby that could have huge consequences with the rest of the Premier League season to go. 10 games, Manchester United have a 3-point advantage. Manchester City know a win here this afternoon, and that 3-point advantage will be removed, and Liverpool, along with both Manchester clubs, will be tied at 58 points. For Manchester United, it is the proverbial 6-pointer for them. They can move ahead of their noisy neighbours and fiercest rivals. Pep Guardiola has said that Manchester City's Premier League season depends on the performance today, and he goes with a midfield of Kevin De Bruyne, Fernandinho and Phil Foden chosen. Bernardo Silva goes in the front three along with Aguero, and Kyle Walker comes in at right back. For Ole Gunnar Solskjaer today, Mason Greenwood comes in for Edison Cavani, who pulled up in the warm-up. Dan James is preferred on the right in midfield to add pace, and as for that, Manchester United bring in Dean Henderson for David De Gea, after David De Gea is taking time off. Kevin De Bruyne's corner, 5 in the box. Pogba heads away. Dwyer also heads away. Ruben Diaz to John Stones. What a partnership they formed. Foden, Fernandinho. Bernardo Silva goes out wide and it's cut out by Wan-Bissaka. Very much at the moment is the story of 2 sides. The moment out-marshalling one another. Here is Icacento to Foden. Bernardo, nice turn. Clever ball into Kyle Walker! Well, what are the odds that Kyle Walker would get the opening goal? It very much is a hole-in-one. but it's the lead for Manchester City in the derby. It was great work by Bernardo, having the strength to hold off McTominay after Pogba. Kyle Walker found himself inside, decided to go on his left foot, and the placement was quite brilliant to beat Henderson. Turned the Manchester United left back inside out, and strikes first, and City lead United. First real attack for Manchester City, first goal for them. Lindelof. Great ball out to Wan-Bissaka. Manchester United committing players forwards. Fernandes has space. Now does Dan James. And it's a tame effort considering the amount of space that the Manchester United players were afforded and gifted. Foden. Fernandinho. Kyle Walker. Oh, it's a very good cross. Really into the danger zone, and Aguero got part of his anatomy to it. Not enough to beat Dean Henderson, but another chance created by Manchester City, who really have had the better of it in this first half. Fernandes. Wan-Bissaka across to Pogba. Luke Shaw was acting as central midfielder. There's Mason Greenwood. Again, good build-up play by Manchester United. Mason Greenwood going on his right foot. He's still very proficient on that right foot, but in the end, it's not gone in. Clever ball in the overlap. Here's Kyle Walker. And a corner signalled by the referee. De Bruyne's got Zicacento and Fernandinho that's come short. We'll have another chance to cross. Oh, it's Kyle Walker again! Oh, what a fine save by Henderson! Kyle Walker, where has he come from? The first corner attempt was blocked, and then it was headed out, and Kyle Walker arriving on it on his left foot, no end. De Bruyne, Foden. Pass it, Pogba. Ricochet helps Manchester City. Bernardo Silva trying to win it and getting fouled. Now, it's not the first time Paul Pogba and Harry Maguire have been involved. And I think the Manchester United captain has just been warned that cut that out. Just caught him. So Kevin De Bruyne, this is his sort of territory. Is this his moment? He's up against the wall. And McTominay's headed it away. Ruben Diaz, options out on the far side in Zicacento. Manchester City have got it to Zicacento, who's just done well to keep it in. And Maguire heads it away, another corner. Manchester United have had their backs to the wall since the opening exchanges. Manchester City's fourth corner without reply. De Bruyne. Rashford gets it away, Zicacento. Bernardo Silva's hit the woodwork! Well, what a let-off for Manchester United here. Rashford's headed out, Zicacento passes it into the area. Bernardo Silva looks to place it. That's desperately unlucky. It was a very cagey start, but this Manchester derby really is coming to the boil now. Bruno Fernandes. Daniel James. Ruben Diaz is across. Henderson clears it. Maguire. Well, that's not good. And now there's Bernardo Silva who is through. Pogba is trying to chase him. Bernardo Silva, and a good save by Henderson. And on the rebound is Well, how did that stay out? Goalkeeping of the highest order. Dean Henderson reacting brilliantly. And again, Manchester United have hung on. Kevin De Bruyne with the opportunity for on the edge of the area. Goes short to Stones. Ruben Diaz, Sikacento. Foden. Back to Sikacento. His control let him down, and Wan-Bissaka has won the ball back. Bruno Fernandes. Dan James trying to play in Cavani, and John Stones read that. Did very well. It's ricocheting about at the moment. And Cole Walker is through. Aguero arriving in the box now. Foden on the edge of the area. Here's De Bruyne. Foden. Walker's pass has found Foden and Bernardo Silva. And it's harmlessly wide in the end. But the build-up play from Manchester City here was really good. Great work in interchaining between the blue shirts. And the red shirts can get nowhere near it. Was unlucky on the shot. Well, the first half took a little while to get going, about halfway through before the Manchester City goal, and then the action picked up. The second half is starting to threaten to do that, but Rashford has turned Cole Walker and found himself through. Shaw's cross in, looking for Bruno Fernandes. Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Sikacento clears it. Manchester United's rare foray into the Manchester City penalty area ends. This is McTominay, Bruno Fernandes. That's a clever ball, and Cavani wasn't quite able to control it. Sterling. Aguero, profiting from a mistake. Sterling told by Mike Dean to get up. Harry Maguire. Pogba. Here is Luke Shaw. Rashford running into space. And a good clearance by John Stones. Almost at the hour mark. Rashford. Bruno Fernandes. Wan-Bissaka on the volley. It's blocked by De Bruyne. Headed away. Luke Shaw. Bruno Fernandes to Pogba. James. Best spell of possession by Manchester United in the second half. Luke Shaw to McTominay. Oh, Rashford. Oh, he was caught. Bruno Fernandes. And the referee will bring play back. Mike Dean is going to bring play back for the foul by Fernandinho. And the effort at goal was saved, but Manchester United will have the chance from the free kick. This was it. Rashford there was caught late. The question is it too close to the edge of the area for Bruno Fernandes to get it up and down? Rashford is over it all though, but I fancy Bruno Fernandes to have a go. And it is cleared away. Wan-Bissaka. McTominay. Bruno Fernandes. Dan James. McTominay. Wan-Bissaka into the middle to Bruno Fernandes. Oh! A fantastic equaliser by Bruno Fernandes. Manchester United draw themselves level. And the Etihad is stunned. And Bruno Fernandes may have done Manchester United's title challenge the world of good here. But United, to be fair, had a great spell of possession But the finish there from Bruno Fernandes in that sort of space, well, he's not got a lot to aim at or to react at as quickly as he does. And Ederson is left helpless. And Manchester United have equalised. It's 1-1. To make it, to really get involved, they knew this was their chance to stop Manchester United. Here's Mendy, who's come on. Looks for Sterling. Lindelof's header away. Sterling will keep it in. Former Liverpool man here, Raheem Sterling. Mendy. Sterling. De Bruyne. Bernardo Silva, and it's straight at Henderson. And Manchester City trying to respond. Oh, that's a poor header out. It's come out to Bernardo Silva, and Aguero was going in, and there went Lindelof. Let's have a look here. He was caught by Aguero as he went to clear that, Lindelof. Now means Dean Henderson will have the free kick right on the edge of the box. Maguire again to Rashford. Bruno Fernandes. Oh, Dan James! Oh, stunning save! Great counter-attacking football, and Henderson and Ederson has made a really good stop. The Welshman found himself through. That was great football. And Manchester United now are starting to open up Manchester City. Aguero. Mendy. Aguero. Oh! Just went to curl it. So often the Argentine has specialised in this exact same goal. Turned the Manchester United captain, just wasn't able to curl it into the corner. Here's Mendy. De Bruyne comes short. Sterling, and Mendy is able to get it into Sterling. He's in beside Wan-Bissaka, and it's past him. Well, Sterling fouled. Referee waves play on. Mendy's cross in, headed away. Rashford's. Bruno Fernandes. Oh, it's ball pass has been picked out as only as far as Sterling. Foden. De Bruyne. Kevin De Bruyne! Dean Henderson has made a very good stop. All let out by a poor pass from Bruno Fernandes. And then Kevin De Bruyne tried to pick out the top corner. And the Manchester United goalkeeper has made a very good save. Here is De Bruyne. Sterling just gets it under control eventually. Wan-Bissaka wins the ball back. No foul given. And we've got 10 minutes left of this Manchester derby. Here's Wan-Bissaka. Dan James, he's got the pace. He's ahead of Mendy for Manchester United. He's got space. The cross though. Just worried Ederson, but nothing majorly. Here's Sterling. Oh, Aguero with space. Aguero! Oh! Well, he went for the long-range shot because he saw Henderson off his line. Sergio Aguero again, able to escape his marker. And another good save by the Manchester United goalkeeper. Five red shirts on the edge of the area. Pogba floats it in. Oh! And it bounced in front of Ederson. And it has been claimed. Sterling. Mendy. Stoppage time now. Fernandinho, Aguero, Bernardo Silva. Sterling. Shaw timed it and won the ball back. Pogba. Mata. Cavani. McTominay. Bruno Fernandes. Edison Cavani. Good interception. Might well be it. McTominay. Wan-Bissaka. Martial. And that will be it. One apiece. Manchester United have come back and really might just be looking like the real thing in terms of challenging for the championship. Unable to get past their rivals this afternoon. Manchester City gave it everything, but they came up against a very inspired Dean Henderson in the Manchester United goal, and that is the main reason why at full time here at the Etihad the final score is Manchester United 1, Manchester City 1. Well, Manchester United's equaliser could prove huge for them when we break the table earlier on, but Manchester City may think that was a missed opportunity to get one over their rivals. Both Manchester derbies so far have been score draws this season. It's a long time since that's happened. Right, on to our next game, and it's the lower half of the table where we're putting our focus in at the moment. And Newcastle United at the moment have been struggling recently and went to visit West Bromwich Albion, who are buoyed at the moment by Sam Allardyce re-energising the team. Your commentator for this one is Trev Motson.
Well, here we are at the Hawthorns for a good and grudgy 6-pointer, relegation 6-pointers. On the one hand, you've got big Sam Allardyce and West Brom, 1 point above the Jot Sum, 17th on 23 points, but we've got Sheffield United and Fulham breathing right down their necks in 18th and 19th, and then you've got Newcastle under Steve Bruce, who are on 29 points. A win would take them a couple of places and possibly past the 30-point mark. In fact, it will take them to 32 points. So a lot at stake for these two teams as they look to try and steer their way towards less choppier waters, shall we say. This is West Brom, of course, under Sam Allardyce, who's never been relegated as a Premier League manager in all his Premier League clubs he's managed. From Bolton to West Ham. Well, he invites this West Brom side to try and bounce back after a very humiliating defeat to Everton on Wednesday, 5-1. And he's going to play 5 in midfield with Snodgrass, Pereira and Galka, the 3 attacking midfielders, and Maitland-Niles and Okazuku sitting in behind the back 4. For Newcastle, Darlow keeps his place in goals. Lascelles and Clark keep their places. Ritchie will play at an unfamiliar left-back position with Almiron further forward. It's Callum Wilson and St Maximin up front. Real 6-pointer, good and grudgy this one, and the tension here around this famous old ground will be very much there in abundance today. Tension on both sets of supporters. There's 2,500 Toon Army away to the goal to my right, which is where West Brom are attacking right now with Pereira. Good ball to Snodgrass. 5 minutes gone. The ball played in there, and the Cells having to get in there and get it away as the cross came in there. So it's a corner kick. It's going to be Snodgrass to take in towards Tangana, and it's headed away that time, and St Maximin will pick that one up for Newcastle. Ajayi, Gallagher, Pereira to Maitland-Niles, Snodgrass to Townsend, Yukasuru playing it in there. Tangana gets a second bite. Pereira might have a chance. It deflects. Oh, it came off Matt Ritchie and just wide. Ritchie, who's not renowned as a left back by trade, usually a left winger. That's the problem that Steve Bruce has got at the moment with personnel problems, and takes a little nick off it and goes past the goalkeeper. Corner for West Brom, in it goes, and Yokozuki has been penalised for a foul there from Clark. Free kick to Newcastle United. Here it is again on the replay. Yep. Takes out Kieran Clark from me. Good decision by the referee. Peltier. Not a good ball. Straight to Joe Linton. And he's got plenty of players in the middle. Here's Callum Wilson or further forward, and he's been chopped there by Maitland-Niles. Free kick to Newcastle United. A little bit poor there, really, from the man on loan from Arsenal, who's a very underrated player by all accounts, but it all started from that misplaced pass by Peltier, which put Albion in a bit of trouble there, but he invites Almiron to have a crack. It's about 25 yards out maybe. Here's Almiron. Oh, it's a beauty! And the Toon Army have gone absolutely mad. Pure genius from Almiron. And what a free kick. Johnston didn't have a prayer. In off the crossbar, in it goes, and in this massive 6-pointer, it's Newcastle to draw first blood here at West Bromwich Albion. Snodgrass, Maitland-Niles, going up towards the final 11 minutes plus stoppage time of the first half. Peltier, and again Peltier. Infield to Pereira. Maitland-Niles will pick up the loose pass. Feeds Peltier again. Those two culpable for the opening goal. That's a good ball from Peltier into Pereira's path, but Dalal puts it up beautifully. Good goalkeeping. 10 minutes of the second half played. It's a corner taken by Almiron. In it goes towards the penalty area, and it was Shelby who went in there. And St Maximin will take it up now. Plays it in there, and good defending there by Ajayi. Now Snodgrass to bring it away. Snodgrass bundled off the ball, but still kept possession. Dangana's chasing that one. Kraft will win the possession. Plays a little bit ball in towards Wilson. Good cushion header. Now Henrik. Good ball. Almiron. Nope, no foul there. Play on. Richie's lost it. Here's Matt Phillips, the substitute. Dangana. Good turn by Dangana. And he feeds Snodgrass magnificently. 58 gone. Still 1-0. Snodgrass on the ball for West Brom. And again. Chip forward, and again Snodgrass is bringing the offside trap. He's got two in the middle. One of them's Dangana, who's knocked it over the bar. Best we've seen from West Brom in his second half. And Snodgrass at the hub of everything good about West Brom's attacking play today. Good cross. And it was an overhead kick, an attempt at one that went well wide of target. Henrik. Up towards Gale, who's coming as a sub. Richie. And that's a good ball from Richie. Almiron's there. Less than 20 minutes to play of this game. And the ball down the line again towards Almiron. And what's the ref giving here? Newcastle throw. That's what's been given. And it's taken down the line. Henrik now. Oh, he's got through. Henrik. And the cross was charged away. Here's Shelby. Shelby in there. Here's Gale. Henrik. Good effort. And a fine save from Sam Johnston. It was well hit from Jeff Henrik. But the goalkeeper did really well until the throw out. Wasn't a good throw out. This is Joe Linton. This is more like the Newcastle we saw on New Year when they beat Liverpool. And a great goal. A terrific goal from the substitute Gale. And surely the points are heading back to Tyneside. 2-0. And surely West Brom and Sam Allardyce cannot come back from this. Two big defeats in a week, which could easily drag them now into the bottom three of the Premier League. As for Newcastle, they will go into the 30s in terms of points and will be looking upwards, up the table, to more calmer seas. This is what happened. Dwight Gale passed the defender so easily. And Sam Johnston again, no chance on the goal. Allardyce will ask huge questions of the defending. But nothing you can take away from that shot. It's a short-fire one, and it's a short-fire winner surely for Newcastle. 2-0 they lead. Well, with 12 minutes to go, it's looking ominous now, and the flag is staying down. So Maximin is clean through. And Johnson is out, and Almiron's got practically an open goal. It took too long, and in the end, instead of it being 3-0, it's a corner. Now Almiron there, with the whole goal to aim at. I know he's outside the box at this point, but should have gone with the left foot there. First time. Well, they've got 2 minutes plus stoppage time to find an unlikely 2 goals. But when Big Sam's in charge, you never try and give up. Phillips. They need something now, Albion. The supporters are praying now. Pereira to Phillips. Yokosug chips it forward, and that's a good ball. Phillips. He's in behind Phillips. And Dangana. Oh, that is the weak header. That's such a weak header, I'm afraid. Straight at the goalkeeper, but that's a great result for Newcastle. Goal to Almiron on 22, and then a corner now from the end from Dwight Gale takes Newcastle now to 32 points, and surely looking upwards towards safety. As for West Brom, if this defeat coupled with other results for Fulham and Sheffield United don't go their way, then they will be in the bottom 3, and Big Sam Allardyce, after 2 defeats in a week, will be looking hard at this and thinking what we got to do to get out of this. But a great victory for Steve Bruce's men. They climb away from danger and have beaten West Brom here in a real relegation 6-pointer here at the Hawthorns. And in the end, quite conclusively, by 2-0.
Well, big result for Newcastle United. I'm sure that'll be important to them come the end of the season. We'll have to wait and see if that's curtains of West Brom, but the lower half of the table really is starting to get very, very close and very tight indeed. Now it's time to round up all the other games, and of course we'll start with Liverpool at home to Fulham. Liverpool knew that to keep in touch with the challenge for the championship, a result was required at Fulham. It wasn't quite their afternoon to begin with, and Sadio Mane here looked in all intents and purposes he was going to score, but he struck the woodwork. Fulham themselves were the call to their own downfall, giving the ball away, allowing a cross to come in from Jota and Mo Salah to use his right foot to volley the ball home and put Liverpool in the lead. It was a lead which Liverpool were to double not long later, in a game in which the youngsters really showed. Nico Williams, playing through to Curtis Jones, found himself one-on-one with Areola, ensuring the coolness and quality to chip him beautifully and double Liverpool's advantage. Liverpool know to keep chasing the challenges they need to dispatch teams more efficiently than this, but still this puts 2021 in a better light for Liverpool. The London derby between Spurs and Crystal Palace was settled by a strange goal in the end. Son Heung-min's corner was headed home by Lucas Moura. Vincent Gator and Scott Dan on the line combined, but were unable to clear it, and that was enough to get a winning goal. There was another big talking point in the game when Harry Winks played a ball over the top for Harry Kane, found himself through. Vincent Gator took all of the player, none of the ball, nobody spotted it, not even VAR. Well, it didn't matter anyway because Spurs were deserved winners, but only by a 0-0 in an unimpressive game. Both sides fighting for their survival, European and Premier League survival, but it turned out to be Mark Albrighton that had the biggest say in the opening moments of the match, heading home where he'd scored the other week. Brighton did have a chance when Gross met by Trossard. His diving header just went wide of Kasper Schmeichel's post. That seemed to spark up a chance for Leicester City. Christian Fuchs's cross, Dennis Pratt's header, off the post, into Robert Sanchez, 1-0 to Leicester City. A very unfortunate own goal. Leicester were then able to double it by potentially a contender for goal of the season. Picking the ball out 10 metres inside his own half, Under continued to run at the Brighton defence, and when it came to it was able to take it past Veltman, found himself through and had the finish to match. Roberto Baggio was trending after this goal went in, and you could see the comparisons with it. In fact, it's so good, we're going to see it again. His wonderful movement here was the real crux of the brilliance of this. Running at pace, running at defenders, lovely jinking drive to show the defender one way and go the other was the absolute key to this goal going in. This was the moment, going this way, then that way, and having the finish to match. One of the great goals that we've seen here on Trevor Sports. And that's how it finished. It was suitable that that goal should settle the match. West Ham United and Leeds United are two sides that have surprised everybody this season and have both played some attacking football. Aaron Cresswell surprised everybody yet again by having his personal battle with the crossbar. Once again, crossbar came out on top. But it's West Ham that came out top overall when Said Benrahma squared the ball for Mikel Antonio to poke home into an open goal. West Ham United scoring early in the first half to take the lead. And Leeds United had their chances in the match, in which in another day this could have been a famous away win for Leeds United. Patrick Bamford here firing wide when it was put through. And indeed Leeds United continued to make chances, they just weren't able to take them. Rodrigo here denied by Fabianski. More controlled finish might have been the business. But on the stroke of half-time, West Ham United pretty much sealed the 3 points, while Cafal's cross was met by Mikel Antonio, who had to adjust himself in mid-air, but was still able to get the header on goal and still direct it into the back of the net. Matthias Klich had a good chance for Leeds United in the second half. His deflected effort from his free kick just whizzed wide of the post. It really wasn't the case of having bad luck, it's just having no luck at all for Leeds United. Bamford, with all the time in the world and find himself through, a powerful effort again denied. And that wouldn't be the end of the chances for Leeds United, who could have won this game 4 or 5-2 given the circumstances. But Bamford's finishing boots, which were there in the beginning of the season, seems to evade him recently, and as a result Leeds United tasted defeat away from home. For West Ham United, their season form continues to grow. Chelsea and Everton was quite possibly the most boring game that we saw in the league. Luca Digne free kick barely troubled in the end Edouard Mendy, but as the game wore on, the chances started to appear and there were two golden opportunities for either side to try and win it. This effort by Andre Gomes just fizzing wide of the post. But the best chance of the match fell to Chelsea, and it fell to Marcos Alonso that continuing his run forward, had beaten the keeper and with the goal at his mercy, failed to show the composure necessary and sliced his effort wide. It was 0-0, it really wasn't a very good game. Thankfully, they won't play again. Burnley hosted Arsenal after their famous win earlier in the season, hoping for more of the same. Goodmanson's free kick just floating wide of the post. But it was Arsenal that really turned up the battle in the end of the day. And even though there were chances for Burnley earlier in the game, this effort just going wide, Arsenal themselves had Kieran Tierney, who was the constant source of creativity for them and provided what turned out to be the only goal of the game. Across a corner and Aubameyang heading home. And it was Tierney again that provided chances, just this time Arsenal weren't able to take them. And as Arsenal continued to miss their chances and continued to create opportunities and not take them, you started to wonder, was this an opportunity for Burnley to snatch a point? This move by Pepe perhaps showed that it could have been their day. And it nearly showed in the end. After Rodriguez headed down the ball to Jack Cork, who played it on through to Barnes, it looked set to be the killer moment for the equaliser, when Ashley Barnes flashed his lines. As a result, Burnley beaten at home, Arsenal winners by 1-0. Relegation scrap Southampton needed to avoid, and they knew a win away to Sheffield United was key to that. And Minaminto, on loan from Liverpool, won the opening penalty after Basham had found him in the box. No complaints about that. James Ward-Prowse has got the armband, and he's got a killer right foot from set pieces, and went ahead and put Southampton 1-0 up. And Southampton were able to go 2 up in the second half and seal all 3 points. Walcott's cross was headed in towards Danny Ings. Baldock was unable to clear the ball. Ings won it back to him. Moses Gineppo had his left-footed shot saved initially by Aaron Ramsdale, but it wasn't enough to keep the ball in as it bounced over the line. And as a result, Southampton were winners by 2-0. Worrying times for Sheffield United, who can't buy a win or a point anywhere at the moment. For Southampton, that looks to be the win which might just take them out of this relegation scrap for this season. The Midlands derby between Aston Villa and Wolverhampton Wanderers was a fierce affair, but it ended up being settled by 2 quality goals. This by Ollie Watkins just showed the power of staying alert. He was able to outfox his defenders, and his left-footed shot had too much in it for Real Patricio to stop. Aston Villa were able to double their lead in the second half when a ball break to Trezeguet, who passed it across to El Ghazi's shot, which was blocked, and then Trezeguet is there to slot the ball home. 2-0 to Aston Villa, looked very calm and comfortable and looked to be settling home to an easy win over their Midland rivals. But what followed up in the 69th minute was something utterly bizarre. A casual pass back to Matt Cash, who looked to be passing the ball back to his goalkeeper, who completely missighted it and scored one of the most bizarre own goals that we're going to see here on Match of the Day, surely. Disaster for Matt Cash, but not for Aston Villa. They were able to hold on and they were winners by 2-1. And while the inquest may go on at the Wolverhampton Wanderers camp, for Aston Villa, a big win over their rivals. Well, here are all the results for Matchday 28 of the Premier League. It wasn't a high-scoring affair by any stretch of the imagination, but of course it will have huge impacts on the overall course of the Premier League season. Bottom of the table, Newcastle United's victory has moved them all the way up to 11th and has taken them away from the relegation dogfight, where it looks like it's going to be fought out between West Brom, Fulham and Sheffield United. Brighton seems some way up the pace. Palace, Burnley might have to watch themselves. Leeds United fall down to 14th behind Wolves. Top of the table, well, this is quite incredible. The top 5 are all separated by just 4 points. Leicester to 55 to Manchester United 59. We really do at the moment have a 5-way race for the championship this season. Everton remain a point ahead of Chelsea. Aston Villa after that win move ahead of West Ham, and Arsenal are into the top half of the Premier League. Next for us, Champions League Sports Line is back. Liverpool, Borussia Dortmund, Lazio, Chelsea and Krasnodar versus Manchester United will be our main games, plus all the goals from all the other last 16 games. Next week on Match of the Day, well, we've got 2 big games for you. Arsenal versus Tottenham Hotspur. North London Derby is always a spicy affair, but not as spicy as Leeds United versus Chelsea. That's a heck of a game, that is. Both of those will be on for us. And dates for you to look forward to coming in a couple of weeks' time. The quarter-finals of the FA Cup. Match of the Day highlights, including the big one between Liverpool and Manchester City. So there we go, another week of Premier League football in which Bruno Fernandes delivers again here in the world of Trevor Sports against Manchester City, and it's points all round for the top 5 in what is turning out to be the closest title race we've had for many a year. We're heading towards the final hurdle. Whoever's going to get there, it's going to be a brilliant finish, and you can watch it all of us here on Trevor Sports. Good night.